Stop being kind. Yes, you heard me. I said, stop being kind. We do so much. We try to help because life is all about kindness. The beauty of life is all about kindness. Showing up for people, supporting people with our finances, giving people our time, and also giving ourselves into things. All those stuff that I just mentioned are talking, or they are referring to outpouring, outpouring, outpouring. There is nothing that I mentioned that talked about inpouring. And this is our topic today. This will be a game changer for you if you understand the point. And I'll try to be very simple so that you can get what I mean by this. And at the end of this discussion, at the end of this topic, at the end of this video, you will get to understand why you need to stop being kind. Number one reason why you need to stop being kind is because you overdo it. You want to be everywhere. You want to be doing everything. You want to be having a routine every day, a routine that doesn't even include you. I want you to go back and check your everyday routine and write down here on the comment section, where did you appear at once? Since you woke up, we wake up in the morning, we start doing this, then we go into this, then we go into this, but there's nowhere in the entire day we get to ourselves, to consider ourselves, to give into ourselves. Let me give you a story, my own story, of how I came to realize this. Over the years, I thought that the best thing it still is, being kind is the best thing. It's a beautiful thing. Yes, it is up to now. But why would someone think that they need to keep on pouring out to people, pouring out to things, but not to themselves? What would happen to this bottle of water if I keep on pouring, and there's nothing I'm putting in? All the water will be gone, and then the bottle will become empty. We have empty people with kindness. They're trying to give something from in them that God finished long time ago. They're trying to show kindness by giving, but there is nothing, absolutely nothing to give. The Bible says that love your neighbor as you love yourself. There is this part that has to begin with, which we forgot completely, and we put people and things and so many other stuff ahead of us, and we do it the other way around. Instead of love your neighbor as you love yourself, we do it love yourself as you love your neighbor. You start with the neighbor. There is a reason as to why the Bible categorically stated that. Because you have to make yourself first before you make the other person. You do not have to show up to every occasion you are invited or you are invited. You do not have to support everybody that needs financial support if you don't have it. You need to secure your boat first. You need to secure your boat first before you can go to save the sinking boat that you saw. Simply because someone invites you somewhere, you do not have to allocate your time if you don't have time already. If you don't have enough time to rest, you do not have any time to go visiting or attending to occasions. I'm not saying you stay to yourself. I'm only saying that you gotta set a limit of how you do things. You gotta set a limit of how much do I have before I pour out. Back to my story. I used to think that everything revolves around kindness, but I used also to forget that if I'm not kind enough to myself, I cannot be able to give the same to any other person. And I got to a point whereby I used to outdo it. I want to help people with finances. I want to help people to, if they have something, I want to be there helping them cook, helping them clean up and all that. And I would do this. And I came from work. I worked overnight during the day. I don't sleep because I have to show up to so many people that need me in their life. But I never asked or questioned myself, who is pouring into you? Are you getting the equal help that you are pouring out? Is anyone pouring in to you, including yourself? The first person that can fill up your cup or your inner you is you. You have to be there first. Anybody else that might come is supposed to be a bonus. But if you're not there for yourself and you are your only backup in life, remember that. It means when you sink, then everything else is gone, including the people that you are showing up for, because there's nothing to offer. You depleted all your energy. I would go to hospital with a sickness that would not even be diagnosed, even if they use the most recent scanners. Why? I was not sick. I was just neglecting myself. And this is what I don't want you to do. Or maybe if you're doing it already, you need to stop. You need to stop. You cannot do things that are beyond what you can hold. You want to help people with finances because they are struggling? Do you have enough for yourself? There's no point, or this is gonna end up here. You want to help every Tom, every Mary, every Anna, because you feel like you are obligated to do it. Kindness is not about the obligation only. It is also about the availability. Stop investing too much time into other things, other people things, and just leaving yourself with zero time. You will never advance your life. You need to focus with your life also, even as you focus with other people's needs. 90% of your time should be spent on you, should be spent to do things that are aligning with your life. Your life is your life. Their life is their life. All you can do into their life is to step in. There is a total difference between stepping in and fully being there for them. Stop devoting your time, all your time, to people and things that you forget about your existence. It is so sad that people forget themselves, including me. We forget ourselves so much. And before you know it, you are all done. You cannot even rescue yourself, but you spent your entire days rescuing other people, rescuing things that are stuck, forgetting that you also need yourself in order for these to stay longer. Okay? Someone told me the other day, they struggle with giving too much. And until they find themselves that they don't have, their dreams have shattered and there is nothing that is going on in their life because they have given too much. Let me advise you this. Everything must be done in order, and everything must have boundaries. You are overdoing it. you are overstepping. There is one thing that will remain constant. If you keep on pouring this water, pour it, eventually you're gonna have an empty bottle. Empty bottle, it cannot give anyone, it cannot quench nobody's thirst. That is why you should be very careful with your life, with what you're doing, with your kindness. Just stop being overkind. Stop it. No, you need to change. And I had to change. I had to understand that I need to take care of myself first before I can take care of others successfully. And that is exactly what I did. And after I realized that, and I realigned myself, I rearranged my things, I was able to achieve even more and also able to help moderately. Being kind, but also not overdoing it, because overdoing it gonna ruin you. And before long, you will realize that I was doing something wrong. Guys, I hope this video gives you an insight that you didn't have before. I hope you learned something. And if you made it up to the end of this video, please comment down below with "Stop being overly kind." Thank you guys, and see you on the next video.